Everyone, welcome to Embody of True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Friday, and we just have happy full moon, a total lunar eclipse. And so the energy was super high. How are you feeling in this powerful transformational time? I feel a lot lighter today, and also as you can see, my sty is being healed. So I'm very happy to see that. And I woke up, my hair was better. So that uplifted my mood and everything. Hello, good morning, everyone. Very happy that you guys are here, survive in this powerful full moon lunar eclipse. And this is my moon water. I left this water outside over the night, and I set some intentions, and I'm drinking it. And yeah, I feel good. Yeah, so I'm excited to kind of just like being comfortable. I guess being uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, but at the same time, things are moving. And yes, it was really tough for me too. It was tough, felt headaches and much sadness and heaviness. Oh, sending you so much love, Teresa. I mean, I am like feel good right now, but definitely for the last 3 days, 4 days, and a month was one of the hardest. And because it's a Pisces season, it's basically the yearly annual review where we, like go through the review for yearly, and we are being shown this blind spots, I like to say, blind spot that we have and we have ignored. So it was really hard for me. Like I do have a moment throughout the day, but I keep telling myself like, I can't scratch the day just because I had this 10 minutes of intensive sadness or intensive anger, whatever that comes up. And I'm learning to be a better friend for my own emotions. And as I'm going through more, digging into my past life, I have noticed that, this is one of the things that I would love to share. So I have Taurus in Chiron, and I'm slowly unwinding what that really means. And I think what that means is really about doubting yourself was my trauma. Doubting myself is my wound. So I let that sink in. Is what does it mean? Like even, doubting myself. And because I doubt myself, it creates a ripple effect, right? So because I don't feel comfortable with what I believe, because I'm so, my foundation was loose, and I'm always swayed by other people's opinions and mood and energies, and I don't know what to believe, and having lots of Libra in me thought that, oh, I need to, consider these options. I consider this person, and, people are doing their thing, right? Like doing their thing. I have much respect to that. But if I'm easily getting swayed by what people are doing and I take it too personal, and then now here is me, even though I'm perceiving correctly, and there's part of me that don't feel safe to believe what I'm feeling, then I decided to doubt myself and then just create this loop of not trusting myself. Then that left me a lot of scars, and that led to a lot of mistakes and failure in my past life. So it's like when I had the wounds of doubting myself, and why do I doubt, and why do I not believe in myself? Then again, it goes back to the feeling. I have ignored some of the feelings, right? Ignore some of the feeling and squash them. But feelings can be very tricky because we've never been taught, right? Like how to really cope with like that energy and transmute them and understand what these energy trying to teach us. So this is the practice we're going through, like going through this sadness and, like you're feeling like physical sensation. And yeah, sending you, Teresa, so much love. And I know that you're gonna work through it and making sure, keep hydrating yourself. And at Human Garage, hydrating yourself is not just drinking water, but definitely the water that you drink, it needs to be mineralized and also, filtered water. But also at Human Garage, we say silica, minerals, and vitamins. And if you don't know what that is, I can send you my Simplify Hydration guide. So let me know, because that it's totally changed how your body absorbs water. Yeah. Hi, Ruby. I watched it, but I forgot about moon water. Yeah, you know, my I was scrolling through TikTok, and then somebody talked about moon water. It's like, oh, I gotta do the moon water. So yeah, I did that, and you can do it tonight too. While you're glowing today, you look happy, healthy, and beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. We all go through this, right? Thank you. I really appreciate that. I still show up looking like shit or feeling like shit. I have less judgment about that, because I think, you know, it, like, even like beautiful celebrities, like I don't like to talk much about celebrities anymore, but I used to have huge respect, and you know, there's always light and shadow in everybody, but like Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, I loved her in the past tense. And because I thought she was very, very inspiring, you know, and she talks about how she uses affirmation to empower herself. And, you know, sometimes she said, like, you know, she doesn't feel empowered all the time. Some days, like, she just don't feel confident. And I think that's very normal for a lot of people. Some people look happy all the time, but that's not the case. That's not the case. And I think this is part of life, and we're meant to work through that emotions. And then we're finding the power to choose happiness and joy every moment. And but doesn't mean that you need to be in that all the time. Yeah, I saw a reel about it. Okay, I'll do it tonight. Yeah, you can definitely do it tonight. Just trust that everything is meant to be. Maybe you're meant to do that tonight, right? With a new fresh energy that going through this kind of like breakdown to breakthrough, facing our shadow. And I woke up feeling shifted, and that's exactly how I feel, because yeah, it was heavy. Like literally, I took a bath last night, and I just felt really tired suddenly. Like, you know, it's just like that there was a moment, it's like an energy drop. It's like, wow, I really need to go to bed. And then once I got to bed, do you understand that feeling when you're like so tired, and it's like you're so ready to go to bed and pass out, but it's once you get to the bed and you can't go to bed, you can't go to sleep and fall asleep. So I had a little moment like that last night, and I just like on the bed, and I don't know, I just started to do affirmations or whatever. Like, it's like the sequence of words, sentences of empowering myself, like, you know, just allow myself to be open and all of that, just like just chanting my way out and way through and going to fall asleep. And that's what I did. And I think I dreamed a lot, but I don't remember much. But I know it was a deep work. And I woke up feeling that recurring feeling of what I felt the night before, which I woke up with the sadness. And then, but this morning, something has changed. Like the energy was there. Like I woke up with the feeling of a little bit of sadness, but like there was another part of me that is like, no, I'm not living like this anymore. Boom. And immediately, not squashing it, but it was almost like dispersing this sadness energy into something more powerful. It's like, I'm not going to that anymore. So that was interesting. I wasn't forcing it. It wasn't just kind of like, you know, I had this feeling yesterday. I woke up feeling sad. And this morning I woke up and caught this same vibe, but it was kind of like, huh, no, I'm better than that. It's kind of just like that new, like something, something, this new energy. It's kind of like overpowers it instead of forcing it. It just overpowers it, and it's just disperse that energy into something, into the universe. And it's like, no, there's nothing to chase or be sad about it when something falling out. It's just meant to be. And it could be that specific part of specific relationship or specific part or an area of the relationship, but we will probably know in the next few days or so. But yeah, and then another good news happened. I got some message, and it's like, oh, that's interesting, and I wish I heard this message earlier, so that I didn't have to go through this emotional turmoil. So, like it's like a waiting game, and then there was a moment that it's, oh, maybe this is not the path that I'm going through, and then I need to empower myself to do it on my own, whatever, something happening in your life. And then I got the good news, and I thought that, okay, I'm still, like creating my own life and going through the powerful state, powerful phase, but gotta just keep going. But because of the emotional turmoil that I had to go through, maybe unnecessarily, if I just knew the end result, that it was okay and all was well, but because I had to go through that emotional turmoil, it made me assure myself that this is what I want, and this is what I'm going for it. And it doesn't matter what people say, because I was basically able to enforcing my belief, and I knew that that was my wounds. Now I know that my past life wounds are not, doubting myself even. It's like, oh, this is where I kind of fell, because if I am not, trusting myself powerfully, then people want to come and try to manipulate that part of me, right? It's like try to sway and making sure that I'm strong and confident enough to hold this belief. And now, like, I'm slowly coming into, it's like, whew, telling myself that there's a moment though, right? But I think we are just slowly just fading this fear that looks like is showing up. Thinks that, what's that word? Fear means fake reality. What is it? Fear, fake entity appearing real or something. Like it's, I've seen that acronym of fear. So yeah, I think that's every time fear comes up, and it's like, fear, I see you. I say that all the time now. Fear, I see you. I feel you. You are here. I acknowledge you. I feel you with my entire being. But I know that I no longer, thank you for teaching me to be more confident. Thank you for teaching me to become more confident. So keep empowering yourself. That's the key. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Okay. So today is step 24. It's a Libra day. It's my vibe, always finding the balance. And so today is a more restful day. Yesterday, we were like being, woo, like, you trust yourself. Like, this is what you've been holding on to. Like, hold that gear. And it's like, just let the universe, surrender to the flow. We're just gonna, I'm gonna swim you kind of thing. But not like we're finding that little restful day today. So step 24, I sense stormy changes ahead is the prevailing energy today. Now that the eclipse has shown you what reality is not, it is time to replace it with something better. Through breaking down our feelings about where we belong, can we sense what we are open to? Start small. What could life feel like? So what it's trying to say is, eclipse show us the part of your life that does not belong. Maybe the part of you that always try to put yourself down, like always guiding you to doubt, or always guiding you to, like act small. And you just like, maybe you may woke up feeling you have shifted, like, I don't want to live like this anymore. Like, it doesn't matter what other people are doing or trying to show me or trying to bring me down. It's like, this is my power. This is what I came here to be. And I am going to trust myself and trust myself more. And I'm going to be that big nanny for my emotions and to take care of my emotions and keep on going with so much courage and power. So now the moon in Virgo post eclipse today may pick up more wreckage, or it can be used to feeling more clarity on where you do belong. So more clarity. Sextile with Uranus and Taurus marks fertile ground for this practice, but it can also overwhelm the system. Seeks to ground the energy and check in before checking out. So yeah, definitely be easy on yourself throughout the entire Pisces season. We're 24. We have 6 more days, but this 6 days is the powerful time. So let's really ride a wave and continue to be easy and loving and compassionate with yourself, and know that it shall pass. And we are shifting, we're changing, and trust this new timeline, trust this something that falling out that doesn't need to be there, but trust that you get to decide what stays in your life and what leaves your life. Yes. And we have been grieving about what leaves in our lives, but also it doesn't have to be the particular relationship, or it could be just a part of yourself that constantly kept you in trap, right? Like in cage. So being even fearful about, what's going to happen itself could be the wounds and the pattern and karma that we have carried for a long time. So we're letting that go. It's like letting that go. It's okay. It's okay. But it's okay to cry, right? As you go through and letting go of something that is so toxic, but it has given you a lot of comfort. That's what it was, right? Yeah. That's a very toxic relationship that you had within yourself. Toxic but comfortable, right? So we're letting that go. It's like, this is toxic, and it's not serving me. But I'm so fearful that if I let this part of myself go, I'm not sure if I can get something better, right? And if you're not ready to let that go, I think it's a good place to be is just being an observer. You don't have to make that decision right away, and just trust that, if you're holding on to it, it's you're forcing, right? And you think that this is the reality, but I think we are only able to shift the reality when you just kind of turn that perspective. But holding on to that prohibits you from turning that perspective, right? So here comes the power of just being an observer, and then let that universe do its magic, and know that, sometimes it's I always have a hard time when I hear the word surrender and let go. Sometimes you can't get what you want, but you will get something greater, and when you get it, and this was way better than what you initially thought. And this sentence, this idea, I think I still have a hard time with and processing it, if you know what I mean. Like, because I believe that I'm the creator of the world. I like to believe that I'm the creator of my own world. Why can't I get what I want? Right? And the universe is like, let that go. There's something better, right? Like, I've seen a lot of memes and posts about it. But at the same time, I think what I like to feel that what we want is still there, and you can get what you want. But what you need to do is to let go of the idea that this has to be exactly what I imagine. Like, that's a Taurus type of energy. I learned, Taurus is a powerful manifester. And hi, Haruka, good morning. And Taurus is a powerful manifester. They tend to visualize, and then they can be very stubborn. And this is exactly like bits by bits, you know what I mean? Like, it needs to manifest. But I think it's like we also need to consider like leaving room for surprises. Like this is kind of like the thing I'm aiming for, right? Like a little bit of Libra energy, like easygoing, laid back, and but stick to it, being consistent with it, and leaving room for surprises, and just kind of like, working through that energy and trust and believe now. Sun makes a textile with Uranus, creating an opportunity for you to connect to your spiritual upgrading, a new sense of value. It's very possible that you are missing something right in front of your nose that you can make value out of. Open up to suggestions from your higher self, reading how you can create more abundance for yourself and others. Try different things and try new things. The right kind of faith in yourself, in the universe, will also raise your overall abundance. Yeah, it's time for us to create abundant. Yeah, I have a feeling wavy hair will suit you. Wavy hair. Yeah, maybe I will try some wavy hair. I'm like, I definitely cut my hair for like this much, right? And I have donated, and I feel super light. And I forgot what would be what would I feel like to have a short hair and dealing with, the like I have a very strong hairline in the back. I'd like to wave, but so it's, I have a straight hair, but it definitely have a little bit of personality in my hair. And the personality is like really in like Aquarius, kind of like wicked, a little different. And that totally embodies my character. So my body is a reflection of me, and my hair is also. Now, today, step 24 is the ruling step number of the day, adding to net 6, I receive. This is considered a creative resting and receiving day. The energy is light, flowing, and easygoing by nature. In fact, the combination of net 6 and I sense Pisces is so light, you may feel a little sleepy, dreamy, or lack the motivation to do anything of significance. Give yourself the day to rest if you can. Move the tough tasks to another day and allow yourself to restore balance to mind, body, spirit. So we're being shaken up with this energy. So what you have to do today is definitely to just take time for yourself, restore balance to your mind, body, spirit. Once you're balanced, your heart is in a position to take in and consider your spiritual options going forward in life. The last couple days have been airy and cerebral. Your mind may have considered all sorts of ideas and theories about the future. Today is when your heart weighs on in the conversation. What seems like a brilliant idea yesterday may not feel so great today. So I think if we're not being careful, if we're not establishing this maturity between your mind and your feelings, whatever the, perceived the energy and idea comes up, and then it's just like, when your mind is running the show, and maybe some of the ideas you can feel this idea uplift me, or this idea put me down. And instead of, just letting the mind run the show, but I think it's the powerful things you can do is to, it's kind of like being an observer. And okay, I have this idea. Okay, I have this, maybe there's like, I'm feeling that this person maybe think about this. Okay, but this idea really doesn't make me feel good. Okay, instead of just feeling that feeling, but it's like, okay, like, maybe temporarily detaching yourself from judging or feeling and have that emotional reaction right away. Just have a little bit of buffer, and it's like, okay, this is good for me and it doesn't feel good for me. Or, maybe like the idea that you felt good yesterday, probably like were constantly changing and evolving, so maybe not feel so great. So just observing that thought. Okay, the mind, there's a moment your ego wants to react, like, okay, maybe this is a time to do this, boom. Or just, okay, this is a time to just observe. So okay, I am losing the thoughts, but I think it's we're constantly shifting. So don't take every thought as a grain of salt. right? The right spiritual direction for you will feel as though your heart belongs there. Another way to frame it is that you feel at home when you consider the option. The correct spiritual path will feel effortless, light, and almost too good to be true. I would love to feel this today. The right spiritual direction for you will feel as though your heart belongs there. Another way to frame it is that you feel at home when you consider the option. The correct spiritual path will feel effortless, light, and almost too good to be true. Maybe like you don't feel entirely at home yet because of maybe the patterns that you carry, the trauma that you carry. But because we're lifting those veils and lifting those filter out, right, letting that go, maybe once you let that, like all this BS go, you probably see things for as they are, and then you get to feel your heart. Like, what do you want? I want peace. I want love. I want, like unshakable belief about my path, right? You may feel you have the correct answer, but still feel conflicted over the matter. In this case, you may have a karmic memory of a similar choice in your past that turned out to be a negative experience. It's crazy how this little experience that might have happened in your past life affect your feelings, and some like similar events kind of just your body have the memory. It's like, oh, this happened in the past, or you don't even remember, maybe in your childhood. Don't do that. This will happen, right? To find clarity, single out your feelings for the current, future, separate them from fears of past failures. Yeah. Sometimes we have the right answer, but must detangle from the karmic memories and fears of failure. I think this is heavy. This is heavy for me. Something that I've been, slowly understanding. Like, I think I have the right answer, but because I came with traumatized mind and memories, I tend to perceive this as negative, but doesn't mean that it's solely negative. All I have to do is to kind of let that part of that wound, right? So that I can see things clearly and I know that I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. So we have the right answer, but must detangle from the karmic memories and fears of failure. So this is the work. Let's just be an observer and let that fear speak to us. And what do you want me to see? But also, let's just start really lock in the idea that whatever happens in the past, whatever happens last year, will not happen, because we are at the different timeline and the earth frequency is going up, and whatever the fear that we have will turn out to be probably like completely wrong. You gotta be really crazy to believe that, right? Yes. Hi, we're busy. I resonate with this so much. Yeah, you're very welcome. So open your heart to the various options before you. Determines the path of least resistance. Untangle your feelings about the future from the past. Entangle. Yeah, that's a huge part for me. Untangle your feelings about the future from the past. Just because it happened doesn't mean that it will happen again. And maybe with some people, with some same people, because you're that different person. So what you have to do is you let go of that intensity of the feelings and know that you learn from it and you are way better than where you were, right? And so, and whatever comes up in your life teaches us something, and every time we learn something, we are literally the different person. We're different people. So don't judge yourself. Don't be critical of yourself that you're attracting something that kind of triggers you. Like, oh, this probably happened in the past, blah blah blah. It's like, but what if things would be different, right? So your heart and feelings are considering options. You have to change jobs, elevate your lifestyle, or transform your performance at something. Break the mundane and allow your heart to make the choice. There can be no feeling of resistance to what you go with. Bring your heart into your long-term plans to transform your life, become intimate with someone, or change control over a situation. Bring your heart into your long-term plans to transform your life. Become intimate with someone or change control over a situation. Keep your heart open to add love and compassion to the equation. Feelings will allow you to fine-tune and protect yourself. Today's goal is to become mindful of your feelings and heart. Explore the future. What direction brings no resistance? Karmic relationships often become an important topic of Step 24, Pisces. You're sorting through where you feel you belong in everything, including with people. You may come to realize a relationship is ending, taking a time out, changing for the worse or better. In the case of personal relationships, the path of least resistance remains to be the best model to aim for. Remember, love is step 1. It takes 10 more steps to make it become something. Love yourself. I am able to let go of fear, right? Yeah. So if something is it seems like falling apart. This could be for good. This could be for a short period of time. And what you have to do is make your way, feel your way through that, and to feel good, and know that your heart is always the answer. It doesn't matter what other people believe. What you believe is what you become. And also know that take the path of least resistance. And if you don't really know what that feels like at the moment, take the path of least resistance. Just go for the next logical step, right? What's funny is my son, Albus, has been freaking out for the last 20 minutes. I had to disassociate myself with a feeling of shame and anger. I was able to sit on the ground and hold him while he cried. Oh, yeah. I'm slowly understanding. I think this is where, because I've been following a lot of, astrological energy, what's happening in us. What Libra is going through right now is a relationship revolution, because a Libra always has been the people pleaser and always, being swayed by other people's opinion. And that's the Libra, always taking consideration, because you are the people person, right? You're the, like, a Libra is about the relationship, and that's how I live my life, because I'm a Libra. And now Libra is finding the way that this is the relationship I live by. And it doesn't matter what people say or what kind of energy you bring to the table. This is what I believe, and I'm not going to be swayed by it. Kind of just like affirming yourself and you're finding your new identity. And so that's, yeah. So it's like, I think we can all kind of resonate with what's happening. Like, we are all finding, like, it's not necessarily about cutting people out, because I think at some point I was doing that a lot. It's like, oh, this opinions of yours like really doesn't resonate with you and resonate with me, and I don't want to, just like having that even opinions or having that kind of energy in my energy field. And this month I noticed that's my fear. I get to choose every moment. If I don't like the idea, I don't have to take that in. But they get to be in the same room as me, right? I just don't need to accept that energy and don't take that opinion as my personal opinion. And this is where my power is. So that gave me a little bit of relief, because there was a time that maybe like this year, last year, there was a time that I don't even want to go out, because I would sense everything. And I was so afraid of feeling and sensing everything. Now I came to a point, okay, feeling and sensing that's part of our life. And we are all meant to do that, because we're all connected. But what I can control is when I sensed it, I get to decide what to let in and what to as my own, and nothing it's not mine to take. So this is where I was able to find the tool. Yeah. Hi Lisa, what are Capricorns going through? Capricorns are, you know, fixed sign, and it has this like, just like Virgo, you know, just like maybe Tauruses are being shaken up because that I think I have a Capricorn in me. Like I'm 26 Libra, 26 represent Capricorn. So I do understand like how Capricorns are and how discipline, leadership, commitment, and dedication, that's the energy right there with a Capricorn. But what I'm noticing is that like all this, you know, downside of ourselves for being so disciplined, which is awesome, consistency, loyal, leadership, right? But what matters is what you are committed to. What matters is what you show self-discipline to. What are you being consistent with, right? Because you could be committed to wrong thing, right? And then maybe this way of your being, of committing, can be so rigid and so fixed, but the world, the structure, entire structure is changing. So that structure that we have been committed to as Capricorn, having a Capricorn energy, needs to be more flexible and fluid, right? So yeah, I'm feeling very tired of the expectations, like I'm so resentful. Exactly, right? Because Capricorns are really by the book. I know that feeling because I have that in me, and following the rules. So every time you meet someone or encounter some energies that are against your rule book, it creates a lot of resonance, like a conflicted thought inside of me, inside of us, right? It's like, ooh, this person is a little bit too free spirited. Like, I don't understand it. I only know like doing this, right? So, but what is the true leadership right here? Because a Capricorn is the leader, right? The commitment and dedication, and that's being, you know, respectful, like just have that part of you, what it's like to seek the true leadership. True leadership is maybe not to, you know, like there are different type of leaders, right? Leaders that lead people, then it's kind of like, it's like, follow me, this is the only way, and not taking any other ideas into consideration, versus you being more of fluid leaders. You see, acknowledge everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and you being a little more flexible, you are maybe able to take in some of the ideas that you were not open to before, and just know that you're still gonna lead. You're still gonna lead. Love Capricorn. My grandpa is a master grandmaster Capricorn. He has changed so much. Used to be a wife beater, but has totally changed. He has released a lot. Yeah. So if you have this part of you that it's, you know, it's like, I'm the leader, everybody needs to follow because this is the only truth, then if somebody is a free thinker or do something different, then creates a lot of resentment inside of us, right? So I think this is where we need to be, to forgive ourselves as that, you know, like we don't have to be so rigid. Fixed signs like Capricorn are so difficult to change because it's just that energy, you know, but we are forced to change quite a bit right now. Yeah. Everyone is living in this fluid timeline, uncertainty. This is where we are creating, right? Fluid, flowing. I listen to everything, but it's not that easy. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I think we are all going through that. Yeah. And also those emotions, when it gets triggered, it comes up. And when that feelings are more intense, it will definitely show up in your body, right? It could be start with like a little bit of nausea, but it could be like when the feelings are more intense, and then it could be like headaches, and it could be like, you know, like diagnose. I mean, that's the ultimate, but like it could be headaches and okay, stomach ache, and it's like, okay, my shoulder pain, you know, and you know, sty. But you know what really helping is I am like stretching the fascia and then just gently touch the area, moving my fluid. And I do affirmations of releasing my anger, and you know, keep telling that part of myself, it's like, I see you, I feel you, thank you for showing me to be more easy and compassionate with myself, and choose to let that go. Yeah, so everything is changing. Yeah, that's for sure. Yes. Okay, so I picked two cards popped up. Absolutely, I have an autoimmune disease, so it flares. Yeah, I do understand. It's crazy how when you go through the intensive emotions, the pattern's already there, right? That pattern's got you where you are. But sometimes, some days is less and less trigger, sometimes more trigger. And Pisces about maybe it's all about being triggered, right? So it's like, oh, one after the other. And you experience flare up. And yeah, I think that's what happens, right? Autoimmune is, you know, physically, like if you know, follow human garage, is iliopsychal valve, psoas stretch, but also, yeah, they definitely, I suggest you go through autoimmune protocol and hydration, reducing inflammation, but at the end of it, regulating your nervous system. I woke up with a TikTok video yesterday, and then there's this girl regulating your nervous system. And then that, the whole, you know, like it was a simple post. And that kind of stuck with me. It's like regulating your nervous system throughout the day. Just thinking, I'm regulating my nervous system, regulating my nervous system. Because all the stuff that we do is what are we doing? Regulating our nervous system. Because when we regulate our nervous system, everything's meant to fall into place because we're in flow. We're in a flow state. And how can we be in a flow state, right? Doing what you love. So if you know that this dance always makes you happy, or this music, or that drawing art, you go to that place, or reciprocate the feeling and vibe and turn into that, and then apply that to every aspect of your life, right? You got to just move that energy and find joy, because it doesn't matter what you were born, but the older generation probably like, there's an exact year, but I forgot, but I'm pretty sure all the people who are watching here, you have a galactic center in 26 Sagittarius. This means that we're meant to, everyone, doesn't matter you're Pisces or whatever, you are meant to embrace joy in this lifetime. That's a promise to the universe, because when you promise to the universe that you create joy, and that's a promise that you've probably already made, and then you get to be the leader, 26 Sagittarius. So you get to be the leader of this world, to lead everyone to the next Earth, right? And the next generation have 27 Sagittarius, and they were meant to follow that lead and take action on it. So yeah. Pisces husband has a obsess on his right knee, probably an ingrown hair. It's just gotten bigger. Yeah. I think it would, you know, when you started to take care of yourself and regulate your nervous system, most of the symptoms are probably meant to go away. But if you have this like really deep subconscious belief or karmic pattern that really holds you back, and that's really in a way, right? Those things are being released right now in this Pisces season. So trust that and follow the next step, right? I'm following you because you understand, and I think there might be a program that may help me. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely take into consideration. Thank you for sharing that. I think it's at the end of it, the roots of every disease is very, very simple. You know, we held this fear of something, like it could be very particular fear of something, and being shameful about something, being guilty about something, and just hold on to resentment, anger, right? All those fearful thoughts about us. And we think that the world out there is so scary, it's a threat to us. and you forgot that you were actually creating the world. So I think, first of all, like, for example, early symptoms of autoimmune disease could be like, start with the cold feet, cold hands, maybe off, having little skin issues, stuff like that, small intestine, large intestine. And why are we holding those emotions to ourselves? Because we don't feel safe, right? We don't safe to exist. We don't feel confident about, your path and all of that. And I've experienced that, like eczema and, itchiness, like, but I'm slowly coming to a point where those sensations are fading away. And like, this is coming from someone who had this eczema all my entire life. Also, a particular spot, I will be sharing more about it, but like, I had like a lot of itchiness around here, and that came from a lot of past life issues as well. But you can't really spot what really worked, because I feel like it's a combination of everything. But loving yourself through all of that really helped me through. So there's a lot of layers to loving yourself, and we are finally getting touched, like touching the surface of what it's like to really embody this self-love, right? It's crazy how much we didn't know about self-love, and I'm barely touching that. Like okay, I feel this, so yeah, I thank you so much. Appreciate the energy and the love. Yes, and thank you so much, love. Thank you. I just love sharing things with you. I'm focused again. I love that. We feel fear long back in childhood, right? So could be a little patterns, and especially you have that patterns from past life, which like everyone, literally, right? And it wasn't a awakening moment for me that yesterday I'm going through a 40 days program. Doubting myself was my wound. Doubting myself was that trauma. So how can I reverse that? Yeah. Skin issues are awful. My skin is peeling off. We knew nothing about self-love. Much appreciate you sharing. Yeah. Are you doing like damage mistresses, boron? Like, do you put those things in your bath? Like also changing your water? Yeah, I don't know where you are with your healing journey, but if you're going through like 28 life reset, also, yeah, like I probably like I should start doing some, specific class, like targeting like autoimmune or skin issues. Like yeah, skin issues is something that I had for a very long time, so definitely something that I can help. And yeah, it's, when you have that overwhelming thought, it's just like you want to scratch everything, it's like you're hurting yourself, and you do that, and you create more trauma because you feel bad about yourself in that loop, right? So to reverse that, you may have to go through some, maybe topically, temporarily. What really helps for me is peppermint oil, and it really helped me just temporarily stop the itchy. Yeah, when I was young, I go, try steroid, all that did not work. It was so temporary, and it will come back stronger, So I definitely know I've been through all of that. But when I have that a little bit of itchiness, I think this is where the body is telling you to slow down, right? Slow down and just sit with yourself, and focus on the breath, and maybe just shake that off. Yeah. Or, maybe I'll get into more. Like, definitely you gave me some ideas of the class. So let's, the two cards. First card, breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. Give yourself permission to pause and get blissed out. Doesn't it feel good to just stop and pause for a moment? Let's face it, life happens. 1 minute we're vibing high, and the next we're hit with some hard news that brings us spiraling back to earth. Your breath is a powerful tool that can eliminate built-up frustration and increase overall calmness. Without it, you wouldn't survive. When you start taking conscious control of your breathing, you can begin to slow down your overthinking mind. Hello, stress center. Just a few moments of deep intentional breathing has shown to reduce stress, alleviate anxiety, and bring on a sense of peacefulness. You don't have to meditate in the Himalayas to find your bliss. Yeah, breathing. The other card that I picked is definitely depicting that energy of the world. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. When you look for the beauty in life, you find it. When was the last time you spent time in awe and wonder? Each day provides an opportunity to marvel at the perfection of existence. An unfolding flower, a perfectly painted sunset, or the sparkle of a shooting star all possess the power to bring us back into the present moment. There is a universal rhythm flowing throughout the cosmos that connects us all. You're not here by accident, just by being here. You're contributing to the cosmic dance. You matter. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life, but it's up to you to discover the miracles, even in the darkness. If you pull this card, it's time to start searching for the silver lining in each life lesson. Look for the beauty in each moment. Find the positive in each person and know that life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Shifting into the positive takes practice. Begin today with trust that your life is unfolding in perfect divine timing. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Look for the beauty in each moment and open up to unlimited possibilities. And this card is on the page 111. Yeah, it's always that 1111, 111. Yeah. Bathing with diatomaceous earth. Yes, yeah. I will. Bathing with diatomaceous earth and Epsom salt is amazing for skin rashes. I know it sounds weird, but using your own urine on the skin let dry helps incredibly. Yeah, Human Garage also support urine therapy. Steroids are not our friends. Yeah, it's your body resists. If you're more attuned to energy, definitely know when you put something and your body reacts, right? But also at the same time, learning that taking away some of my fear that my life needs to be perfect, what I eat needs to be perfect, perfectly organic, because it, like, unfortunately, where I live is, if I feel like I try to choose organic, but I think slowly taking taking the fear away, removing my fear around food and what I'm exposed to, could be people, circumstances, air, because that's a fear, right? And then if you just know that those things were harmful, I mean, it's about eliminating factors, but eliminating factors of fear about your fear. Yeah. Don't make your fears rooted almost everything, right? Because when you fear none, then you could be touching something, then you won't get affected by it. So I'm slowly coming to a balance where, in order for us to find a neutral balance, and we're constantly shifting and changing, sometimes we need to experience both ends, right? The edge. It's like going extreme, just eating only organic, going only vegan, to versus, don't care, I will smoke alcohol, eat whatever, because it's like, I know fear is the root cause of everything, right? That's the both edge. But I think where we are finding is, what's my balance, what's my inner balance here, right now, right? Maybe some days, maybe I want to go this way, maybe some days we go this way, right? So but what we can remove is definitely the fear of, like, this should be this, right? Like the Capricorn energy that I have. Things should be this, and play by their book. And that part of me always stayed. I'm a lot more fluid and flexible since I came to Canada. But at the same time, I feel that part of me is shifting too. It's like, wow, like, I can let go of this part of me and use that part of me as my advantage. I'm still very committed, I'm still very consistent, but I don't need to be so rigid. And I am now finding myself and knowing way more than before, and knowing who I am. Because I know who I am, I don't easily get swayed by other people and other people's influences, other people's energy, so that I can continue to choose, just choose everything, right? We have choices. Yeah. Orange color is your glow up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let's finish with the heart and the brain as usual. And let's celebrate and continue to ride this waves of transformation. And thank you guys for being here on this journey. You see me suffer, you see me glow, you see me grow also. But I'm here and I'm not afraid to see, showing, feeling all parts of myself. That's one thing, right? Sometimes I definitely look like shit. Sometimes like I just, don't feel good. But at this moment, I am still here. Yeah. And just embracing all parts of myself and making peace with all parts of myself. That's a huge part. It's just acknowledging where you are. Like, everyone's got something to work through. But just, discerning, like, this is my energy to take, and I can still be, this is not my energy to take, or, I can still be compassionate and loving, but I just know that people are going through their stuff, and I'm going through my own stuff, right? So, yeah. And the pureness of your soul is unshakable, like we've been heard with good intention, and we still be able to be kind to one another. That's the strength right there, right? After we've been traumatized. But we are forgiving the part of ourselves, not knowing better, but we know that it's about shifting a frequency, and don't let anybody tell us who we are. We know who we are. So right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. Feel your body, feel your heart. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello, brain. Hello, ego. Hello, mind. Hello, body. I appreciate your work. And thank you so much for working together in harmony. I appreciate you listening to your heart more and more, and being flexible and fluid, ever more fluid and flexible than ever before. Always moving, always changing, and always finding balance and harmony. Hello, heart. You're in charge. I'm listening to you. You're the queen. You're the king. I love myself. I am lovable. I am safe. I am protected. I am secure. I trust. I receive. I am enough. I am enough to just exist. I am worthy. I see my value. I'm protected. I accept myself. And I radically, unconditionally accept myself. I'm exactly where I need to be. And then looking to welcome, how you say, an open room for surprises. I attract abundance easily and effortlessly. I am being easy and kind to myself, as always. I create joy in every moment. I pay attention to how I feel every moment and nurture my feelings daily. That's my full-time job. My body moves with me easily and effortlessly. My body is in harmony. Just feel your body. You can add anything you want. I am confident. I am courageous. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Hi, Maureen. How you guys feeling? Feel your body feeling more open and ready to let go of some heavy weight that we've carried for a very long time because of maybe a little stagnant thought pattern for ourselves. Or, like I posted this yesterday, I had this inspiration that this electric wires, like tangle electric wires, and that that could be your fascia, that could be your thought patterns, right? Like a little trauma create this little torque, little trauma create this torque, and it's like that is happening in my body. And now I'm imagining it's like, move with me, relax, move with me, relax. And body only relaxes with your intention and when it feels safe. And that's simple as that. So let's really create the flow and experience and explore our own flow. And when we are in flow, we're not overthinking, we're in present when we're in flow. So let's keep on going, keep being that flow and tap into that powerful place. All you have to do is to just stay present and create joy. When we're in flow, when we are in joy, you are just being. We are just being human being. We're not human being, human doing, right? Yeah, thank you so much. I love that post. Yes, unravel the tangled web. Exactly. So let's really embody that. So literally like visualizing this, like all patterns that we have made. It's like, just relax with your intention and your breath. So thank you guys for being here, and I will see you on Monday. Bye everybody. Have a great weekend. And you guys love.